Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Quickly, and Herbert completes it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
The Chargers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They run once more with Taylor.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10, Taylor now. To about the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Running left, Taylor.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Herbert now.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 11. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready? They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And the big boys up front. officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's going to use his legs here.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 2 yards the loss there, now 3rd and 14.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they can throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. That really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be swung out here. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Colts pick it up. The big fella. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll look to throw.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Herbert throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Herbert, quick pass out wide. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 11. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. From the 22, Herbert. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play. And he loses the football a second time, and the Colts pick it up.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Just too much air on the ball. That's a missed opportunity in a game where you don't have many opportunities left.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So they're